World of Warcraft vanilla?
Wait, what?
Vanilla?
Oh, don't even get me started, guys. It's
Jeez,
the
are
whole
you one of
thing.
those
I think we're
nerds?
connected, so let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to the Top 10 List Podcast. Hello, my name is Brian. This is Sarah.
Hello, I'm
over
Sarah.
here.
Whoops. I messed it up.
That's me.
Thank you for watching and listening to the Top 10 List Podcast. If you don't know, every week we have two guests on that compete to assemble a top 10 list, and tonight's episode is Best Drinks. We're recording this, and we're also recording this for the podcast, but we're also live on Facebook and Periscope and on YouTube tonight. And if everything is working out good, we should be on Facebook.
We are. Because
Oh.
I just shared us. on
Why
Facebook.
don't I get these notifications?
Well, last week we started the podcast 4 different times because the camera kept dropping out. So
But, like, where's the camera?
it's right there.
Little
It's right
thing.
there. We should share these things with guests. So this week we have it hardwired, so there's no effing way that we're going to lose connection
Good.
unless like the internet goes out in Sacramento.
If it's
so.
it's very windy, so it
It's-
might just
it
blow
might go
away.
out.
Yeah, if PG&E had their say, honey.
Yeah, I know, right? They just shut down the whole place.
PG&E.
We have two great guests on. Sitting closest to me, it's Claudia Lewis, everybody. So there she is. Yay!
Yay!
And sitting next to her is Rachel Pyle, everybody. Yay!
I'm gonna win.
You guys are both Comedy Spot performers.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank
You also have. Are you still doing your show? I'm
We are.
very self-centered, so I haven't looked at other people's things in a while.
We haven't not been doing a good job of keeping up at it.
Yeah, but we have something coming out soon that's related to hot dog hands. So
It's hot dog hands.
What the
It's
heck
hot
is
dog
hot
hands.
dog
I don't
hands?
know. Is it like?
Exactly what it sounds
Is it like Edward Forty Hands but with hot dogs? Do you know what Edward
yes,
Forty
yes,
Hands? Yeah.
yes. It's
No,
like
it's
that.
more
It's
like-
have you seen Afflicted?
No, I haven't seen
So
Afflicted.
it's any of those like oh, I have a disease. What's wrong with me? But it's like I have hot dogs hands.
I'll wait till it comes out. Well, I'll watch it. We'll have a watch party.
tuned.
Stay tuned.
Thank
It's
you
gonna
both.
be really good.
Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Sarah, how are you?
I'm good.
I didn't see you last night. Usually we have rehearsal on Monday nights, but
Oh yes,
but I didn't see
I was
you.
working overtime.
yeah, I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
TNT.
I don't want to
Yeah.
bring up who you work for, but
Exactly.
it's ironic.
Yep, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
We'll talk about it after the show.
Oh, I have something for you, Brian.
Uh-oh.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
I have a gift.
No, what?
Oh.
This is from a special fan that made us.
What?
My
Oh
God.
my
Let me
God.
see what this is all about.
I hope that's your size. Who knows?
Oh, a switcheroony.
Switcheroony till I
Like
die a
die-a-roon.
rooney. This is what we call our little switcheroonies here.
Our fans that join us every week are now switcheroonies. So
I'm in love. I love it.
it's pretty great. That's
I
pretty great.
became one. I studied up
Yes.
before
Yeah, you
coming
did.
here, and I watched a bunch.
That was cool. I know you're like, I
Yeah.
watched this one, this one, this one. Yeah. That's
Okay,
great.
just because she studied up and I didn't doesn't mean she gets to win, you guys.
You're
okay?
gonna be fine. You're gonna be
Okay.
fine. Thank you for whoever did this for us.
It was
That's
Jack
really
Brown.
nice. Okay, yeah, I figured. All right.
Thank
gonna
you,
wear mine.
mystery fan.
A mystery fan.
I just didn't want to call him out if he wanted to be anonymous, but I'll put mine on in a second. I'll do all the the lead up stuff, and then then I'll put it on. So before we get started, as always, I want to say thank you to the Comedy Spot for allowing us to have this studio in the office. We get to hang out here. We don't have to set up microphones or tote things around. Also, if you haven't heard of the Comedy Spot, we are Northern California's largest comedy school. We host amazing events like Rhea Butcher coming up on November 15th and 16th.
They're so good.
They're amazing
They're so
comedians.
Good. I love that.
And so SacramentoComedySpot.com/Rhea, so check that out. Also, if you like this show and you like to support it, like say you're not in Sacramento, but you really like what we do, you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SacComedySpot. You can donate $3 or $100 if you're super ambitious every single month to help us
sorry,
out.
the range. Sorry, 3 or 100.
There's other numbers. That's the range. I guess I
you
should
could
be more
donate
specific.
$3, or you could donate $1
hun-
million.
Those are your two
We
choices.
see you, Bill Gates.
He's watching.
Thank you for watching.
He's a switcheroonie for sure.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. Thank you for watching, Bill Gates. You should sign up. $1 million a month is nothing to him, right? Right?
Yep.
Okay, let me explain the rules of the game. So here's how it works. We're going to start at 10. You both are going to pitch your number 10. and then me, Sarah, or the audience are going to pick who won that round. Okay? Yes.
Do we get any sort of explanation for our pitch?
Yes. So every pitch you should say like just something brief. So tell us like your pick and then something brief about
Got
it. And then it's kind of like you were trying to convince us or the audience like to win or whatever.
Oh,
hey,
to win
to
or
win or
whatever?
whatever.
I'm going to win.
You'll discover that the game becomes very, very not very important.
Yeah.
Oh, it's-
yeah.
Yeah.
It's important.
Unless you're Rachel, and then someone's gonna
Yeah.
die tonight.
I like reached out to
nervous.
Rachel to do this, and she's like, "I will crush you."
Whoa. You're like, is that a yes?
You get one switch during the game. So Rachel, say that we let Claudia win a round.
Also, notice that you said let.
Well, I'm just saying from your perspective, if she wins, you can use your switch and like you win that round.
Oh, so I will never need to use it.
Oh my! It's all
Wowie
I know.
zowie. Remember, Brian, you're like, let's try not to get people who are too competitive on this show.
Oh, too late.
It's okay tonight.
Yeah, sorry.
But then Claudia, you could use your switch right back and get your point back. So,
Wait.
but you only get one switch per game.
So, so if I win, which I always will,
Yeah.
and then she uses her switch,
Yeah.
I have to use it on her to
You-
get it back?
You
so we get a 10 out
can,
of
or
10?
you could just let that one go and then use your switch later on.
Yeah, for
Me?
something
Yeah.
that's
Let it go?
important to you.
Yeah, I know you mean.
I
let
mean,
it go.
you might have priorities here.
Yeah, you might
That's
have
the
a
thing.
you might have a pick that you really want to get on. You're going to reserve that switch for some.
I already know my switch. So.
Ah.
So-
I feel like I have a couple that I would switch on.
Oh,
Claudia,
really?
you're gonna lose.
I can't
those
wait to hear
anyway,
these.
so-
I know.
Because at first I was like, drinks. I don't know if it's going to work, but then I'm like, no. There's a lot. Like people have their things.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I think it's going to be good.
Mhm.
I thought really long and hard about this.
Did you
list.
really?
I did.
Good.
I like the fact that you did your research. And Rachel, I'm not talking shit about you. That I'm not saying because you ended up taking somebody's spot, and so it was.
I'm sorry, I'm a substitute, you guys.
No.
That's what he's trying to say.
No,
okay?
I'm saying like you didn't have time to prep, so I appreciate you.
I prepped.
She's
I'm
like got
very
lists.
personal about my
She's
drink
like,
choices.
it's happening.
No, it is.
I can't wait. It's
She's
gonna be
just
good.
lifting weights, naming
I
sodas.
know. Sarah, keep reminding us of the switches because we keep
Yes.
forgetting.
It's
And
right
then
here if you need it.
And
But
then-
yeah, we
and
do
then
need to. 'Cause
Sarah's in charge of all things
Do
Yeah.
I touch
online.
it when I need to switch?
No, you don't have to touch it. I mean, you can.
I'm gonna.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna.
Is there anybody online that we should check in with right
Yeah,
now?
lots of
I'm gonna put
people.
my shirt on. By the way.
Yes, put your shirt on. I'm gonna say hi to people. Evan, Beck, Britta, Beck, Patricia,
Beck.
There's just
Abby.
3 Becks.
yes, lots of Becks.
Dude, we're huge with Becks.
Haley. Haley says
no,
she's
it's
scared of
Hannah.
Rachel.
Oh, you should
Oh,
be.
dang Okay, good, thanks.
Someone called Claudia Claudia. Is that a
That's a
thing?
thing.
That's a thing.
Wow.
It's because she drinks White Claw.
We made a mistake.
Who
on our,
doesn't?
On our show.
Yeah, we
of
made a
talking
mistake,
about
yeah.
how much we liked White Claw, and now I am forever known as Claudia.
Oh my
No,
God.
we always gotta like this now.
Do you
What
guys
is
want a
that?
mint?
Oh.
I have bad breath, so
Wow,
I
rude.
just figured-
Okay,
holding
wait.
that. You were holding it like it was like
I
a.
think that means
Please,
like,
sir.
yeah, he's like, please take a fucking. Oh,
I decided that I was going to start passing around a collection plate before every
Yeah,
show.
yeah. These are for tithes. 10% of your salary.
Can we do like an ASMR thing? Like, oh.
Do it.
Oh man, I bet the people will love this.
that was so gross. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Mm.
I like how you guys are all really committed.
I have misophonia, so I don't like it. I don't like it.
I just dumped,
Now we
Yeah.
all have like.
Got a lot of people in there.
Yeah, got a ball
I just
in
dumped
there.
mint all over the place. over here.
Allison, Becky, Brett, Jill. We got a lot of people.
Well, that's fine.
Good.
Thank you all for being here. All right, let's do this. So, Rachel, you are the furthest away from me, which you have the seat that goes first in this round. So, go ahead and pitch your first number 10 pick.
My number 10 pick is Tang,
Tang. All right, coming out with Tang.
and I'm gonna say why.
Okay. Good.
That is the point of the show.
All right, you know what? I don't need this in my life. Number 1, because for space reasons, right, Brian?
For space reasons, did you pick this because you think I would be super into it?
Honestly, it was a second thought.
Yeah?
Not that you're ever my second thought.
Okay, I
Brian.
appreciate that.
But also, when you go camping and you're like, "Ah, I almost have scurvy. I need some vitamin C.
I say that all the time.
Exactly. So I was like, here we are. We need some vitamin C. I'm about to like catch this. So
I almost have scurvy.
Tang.
Almost have scurvy.
mhm.
I don't actually know what Tang is.
Through her nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
I spike it from the bottom and just squirt it all over my face.
Oh, she doesn't
No,
even
but
do the straw.
here's might be a downturn, but I need to be true to myself.
Okay.
Okay.
My favorite flavor is Pacific Cooler, which I know is unpopular.
What's the other one? Or...
Kiwi strawberry is the most famous flavor, you guys, but Pacific Cooler is the least favorite. But I have to be honest to you guys out there and to us in this room.
Right.
So
I like the Pacific Cooler.
I think I do too. I don't
It's
know if I
really
like that
good.
kiwi stuff.
that's what
Yeah.
I thought too.
Can't remember though.
So
So Sarah, it's to you.
Me.
Nestle hot chocolate against a Capri Sun.
Yes, I go hot chocolate on this one.
Okay, all right, Nestle
Oh
hot
God,
chocolate.
Rachel's dying right now.
I'm so coffee. So
Okay, I'm
hot.
gonna name a fan. Haley, you're gonna pick this one.
Okay,
right?
great. Yeah.
Haley Horton.
Yes, Haley Horton.
Hi,
Wow.
Haley Horton. Here's a who.
Yeah, she did. What's her food site?
Haley
Haley
Horton.
Horton,
Here's
here's
some
a
food.
Some food.
Oh,
yeah.
I was just saying that.
yeah, no, it's a thing.
No.
Yeah.
She's the best.
follow
I need
her,
to
like her
follow her.
page. She deserves it.
Cool.
It's a whole thing.
No, I know. I see her all the time.
Nice.
Okay, so we have number 8. It goes back over to Rachel. What is your number 8 pick?
Okay, my number 8 pick. Okay, so there's like some party and some health in this.
Mhm.
So my number 8 pick is a cran apple juice because you can drink it when you have a UTI and it helps.
Right.
But
Ladies?
also you can use it in some vodka drinks. But let me tell you, I
So
know
it has like multiple purposes.
right.
Yeah.
But let me tell you a personal story, you
Yeah.
guys.
You wanted to drink and you had a urinary
No.
tract infection.
I had a UTI.
Okay. okay.
For
For sure.
100%.
Yeah.
And I was Claudia knows the story. I was on
I
a
was
plane,
there.
you guys. No, that's a different story.
It's all right. It's great.
Red apple is very personal to Rachel.
It is. So I was on an airplane, you
Yeah.
guys, that was this was after Oktoberfest.
Right.
And I was like stuck on the tarmac for 10 hours to the point where like I fell asleep with my head against the chair like this.
Yeah.
And I thought we had landed in America again, but we had not. Yeah. And so
no.
all I had to drink during my UTI fest was cran apple from the stewardess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not only is it delicious, but it can help you with your health. So pick me, you guys.
Pick me.
It sounded like you're campaigning. That's so
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Like it's like an actual
You're pretty
election.
good about that.
It is.
So cran apple juice. Cran apple juice.
Yeah.
Claudia, what are you going to put up against cran apple juice?
All right, this
Cran
one's
apple
a little bit out there.
juice. Okay.
Voss water.
Voss water.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
yeah.
the deal?
It's just okay.
What's that about?
Hear me out. It is just water.
Yeah.
It's just water, but I like Voss because it's a brand.
Yeah.
It's not just a water; it's a brand.
Right.
Like you can buy different types of Voss water.
Right.
Like there's just like the plastic ones, which admittedly cost like $10 for no reason,
Right.
even though they're water. But then you can also buy glass Voss water bottles, and then they've got like a luxury Voss water that comes in like fancy like casing.
Yeah.
It's like, and they charge like $40 or $50 for it.
What?
the hell?
They do. They call it water for the future. That's like
Does it
actually,
have like
that's their
electrolytes
slogan.
and stuff, or what's that?
No.
No.
Okay.
It just says it's a
water.
Norwegian brand of bottled water,
Mhm.
villaged in some place in
Village?
Iceland.
Look
It's
at that casing. Look.
from a village in.
Oh,
Like, what is
but
village?
it's you're paying for the packaging.
tall
Yeah.
It
and-
looks really
It's
beautiful.
branding.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
if you see that, you know that person is doing pretty good in life.
Doing pretty good. They can
Yeah.
afford that.
Bill
Wawa.
Gates.
Voss water.
So, ladies
Join
and
our
gentlemen,
Patreon. if
she's
you're-
for the 1%. So think about that.
the common, yeah, now you're doing the whole common folk thing.
I don't actually remember the chance of the Occupy movement.
So Haley, this is for you.
Yeah, Haley, you
to
get a
vote.
cran apple juice or Voss water.
I might actually feel a little bad now if I went on this one.
Yeah.
You lumped me in with it.
And Voss is like, hey, listen, Claudia, we want to sponsor you.
Yeah, I know.
Boss.
I'd be all right with
That'd
that
be
too.
fine.
That's
yeah.
actually why this is my pick. I
Yeah.
really want to get
Yeah,
sponsored.
I drink the shit out of some Voss water. if they
Yeah,
sponsor
I
me.
love Voss water too.
Just
Yeah.
pull one out from under the table.
What?
Boss.
Glass bottle Voss.
I don't know if you guys have ever actually drank out of one. Okay, let's let her pick before
Yeah.
I go on this.
It's okay. It takes them a while. There's like a delay.
Sometimes,
Okay.
yeah.
And this is not to skew the vote at all, but I don't know if you guys have ever actually drank out of one. It's really awkward.
Out of a Voss?
Mhm.
Oh, because it's
Because
like it's an
it
open
is,
thing.
Yeah, and then it's like a straight cylindrical shape,
Yeah.
and then like the mouthpiece is like this, so it's like literally like a giant PVC pipe that you're
Yeah.
like just like
But the nozzle is like this big.
yeah, you're like
Oh,
Voss is getting some over on some people. That's what I feel.
a
Like,
little bit.
no, there was that
Yeah.
movie that like they shot it out of the tubes that like made it look really futuristic.
really?
Yeah, it was like this was years ago. I was a child. That's
Yeah.
why I loved Lost Waters around that. Like, we're
It's
bringing
I want to be in that Shark Tank room where they were like, I have a pitch.
Yeah. Here we go.
It's water.
It's called Voss.
Because my name is Bobby Voss.
But we'll serve it in a very inconvenient container, and people will
and
buy it.
charge $50.
Yeah.
They were like, sold.
I should have done that instead of gone into comedy. I think it would have been a better pick.
Yes.
know?
Luxury water.
I've
Yeah.
been a millionaire by now.
I
I
had
know,
a crazy
off of water.
UTI one time, and I
Yeah.
had to just go back to your thing.
Drank Voss.
I had to get a shot in my back.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's a bad
it was, it
UTI.
got it.
Yeah,
I guess
it's like
it was.
an antibiotic situation.
It was like they were. She was like, "Your kidneys are
Yeah,
messed up."
okay, that's beyond. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it was
guys,
beyond.
Just so you guys know, you're unaware, if you're ever curious, it's UTI, bladder infection, kidney infection.
Mhm.
Do you see my face? I'm just like,
Yeah.
ooh.
And I didn't even really know. I was like just about to go to work, and I was like, that just
My
feels
kidneys
weird.
are
Yeah,
falling
it feels
out.
a little bit different. So I was like, hey, I'm not gonna come to work right
That's
now.
smart. Yeah. That's
Not
good.
to brag.
Kidney infections are so painful.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. So,
Not to
anyways,
brag, but I've never had a UTI.
Wow.
Sorry, your urethra must be
Hey.
longer than the rest of us.
Is that what it is?
Probably not Brian's. Yeah, it's your
Oh,
sorry.
dang.
Hi,
Okay.
Pan.
This is gonna get a little
Wait, time out.
explicit.
Did Haley just give up on us?
I may be. I mean, everyone is like,
She
everyone's
probably
like,
left because we started talking
Yeah, I
about
know.
UTI.
no, she. I mean, she said, "I love y'all." Not that she was leaving. No, she's just saying, "I love you" for shouting out her website.
Right.
We love you.
I'm just not seeing.
And then
any-
we lost
oh,
her.
she got kicked off of her Wi-Fi. She just said, "Okay,
Oh, okay.
okay, Haley.
Does she?
Okay, we're still with you." Anyways,
So back to UTI.
oh
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my God, this is going to be the longest podcast ever.
Yeah, we're.
But also like a public service announcement for your pee health.
Yes, be healthy. You know, don't ignore the symptoms.
Yeah.
Dark cherry juice is better than cranberry, and that's all I'll say on the matter. But
Boom.
not better than
Cran apple.
cran apple.
Yeah.
Apple. It's between. So I don't even think she saw that at
Oh.
all because she got kicked off the
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
cran
So
apple.
why don't one of us choose? You choose.
I'll
she
choose.
chooses the next one.
Oh my God.
Okay,
I'm
Haley,
gonna
you're
go
up
with, I'm gonna
next.
go with cran apple juice.
Oh,
All right.
Cran
thank
apple
God.
juice. Yeah.
That's fair.
So Rachel picks up
That's
that.
fair.
And it's because it is a multi-use drink, and I found even though I know we all have our preferences, it seems like Voss is a little snooty, so
Bit snooty.
little snooty water.
Can
You
it
drink
cure? Can
snooty
it cure
water.
something?
Snooty water. Only on special occasions.
Yeah. Hey.
Christmas and New Year's.
I have. Everybody has their thing. I'm no judging.
Totally.
Number 7, it goes back over to Claudia. You get to pick yours. Oh no, yeah, it is Claudia. Yeah, you get to pitch yours first.
All right, so my 7th pick is 7th. That's what we're on.
Yeah.
Izzy. It's like they're like sparkling fruit sodas.
Yes.
Like the Pellegrinos.
Yeah.
They. Oh my gosh, I
That's a good
used
pick.
to chug
That's a good
those when
pick.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like pre-coffee, pre-alcohol.
Which flave though? Which flave?
Great. Oh, I'm sorry. Izzy grapefruit. That's
Grapefruit.
that's
Get a
that is
grapefruit.
non-negotiable to
Yeah.
me. If you were like, I'm on board until she said grapefruit, then I'm not interested in your vote. Grapefruit
It's
or
good.
nothing.
We still buy that. I'm pretty sure that's the brand that we buy all the time.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
did like bottles for a long time, and you could only find them in like restaurants.
Right.
But now they sell them in cans at the store.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
cans.
Did they not market that to your middle school?
I think I could get them at my middle school.
It
Yeah.
was like a phenomenon for me in middle school. Anyway, I'm not pitching for her.
So Izzy,
Izzy.
Izzy.
Grapefruit.
Just yes. I'll just
The
put Izzy.
grapefruit
Period.
Izzy.
Just
Izzy.
in
No,
case.
no, no.
Well, she's saying
Non-negotiable.
grapefruit
All right.
or get out.
Izzy grapefruit or nothing?
Grapefruit or nothing. All right.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Why don't you pick this round?
I'll pick this one.
And then
I haven't even gone yet, Brian.
I know. I know. Go ahead and pick somebody now, though, so they stay
Okay.
around.
I
Or
see,
just
I see.
Haley? Is
Should-
Haley?
Haley. I'm gonna pick this round, Haley, but you're gonna do the next
You're
one.
gonna do
So
the
be
next
around.
Yeah.
Okay, now Rachel
So
gets.
tell your internet not
so
to go
get
up.
on your AT&T instead of the
Yeah.
internet.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Rachel. What's your
Okay.
number 7?
My number 7, it's a local treat.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Enlightenment. You can get it at Temple here, but I can teach you how to make it yourself. It's a steamed soy milk green tea latte with a little bit of honey. And do you feel enlightened after? Yes, you do. It's delicious. It's slightly sweet, but you also get that little boost of caffeine, so you feel real good all day.
The Enlightenment.
I have one like that.
From Temple.
That's one of my favorites.
Wow.
Yes.
It's like really quite good, and I knew that like not a lot of people would know it, but I was like, I want local business,
Yeah.
Brian.
Local business.
Like
Yes.
you're one of those.
But that's really cool. That's like the best name you could ever have for a drink, right? Like,
and
Enlightened.
it's mint.
oh.
I
Oh, I didn't
admittedly
hear that
order
part.
these
Enlightenment.
all the time.
Enlightenment.
Well,
It's green tea.
it's
yeah.
jasmine tea. Oh, I'm actually.
It's green
I feel
tea.
if I were to vote on this one, I would probably vote for Rachel.
So you have to
It's
pick.
me.
You have to pick between Izzy and the Enlightenment.
I'm going to go enlightenment.
There you go. Okay, cool. All right.
So good.
Well, except the soy, because now I can't even handle that.
I honestly can't either,
Yeah.
but it's still that good that I still drink it.
Yeah. You're
So
like,
just update on the score too. By the way, you are evenly matched right now, 2-2.
Okay.
and don't
so
forget your
it's gonna-
Switch.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you
I
still have
have
your Switch.
not
I feel
forgotten
like
my Switch.
I kind of wanted to use it on Boss, but
Yeah.
then Rachel really threw me under the bus with that 1% thing.
Oh.
I'd be like,
You weren't expecting that.
The 1% gets whatever they want.
Oh.
Which is Voss
Well, then I
water.
said it was snooty. I didn't want to make
yes,
you feel bad
you
about your
meant
pick.
it.
It's I feel
You
bad
meant
now.
it.
I should have told you
should.
to use your
You
Switch.
should.
Don't do that, Claudia. I'm sorry.
No, I'm fine. It is definitely snooty. It's definitely snooty.
But I get it because I used to smoke cigars all the time, and I had a certain cigar I would smoke. It was a Arturo Fuente Hemingway signature cigar.
Oh.
That is the most
Okay.
pretentious shit I've
Yeah,
ever heard in
thank
my
you
life.
very much.
And it's like expensive or
Yes, it
Can
was.
you say that one more time?
Yes, it was. It was a Arturo Fuente Hemingway signature cigar.
wow.
It was
I'll
Arturo
take
Fuente
the
was a brand,
Hemingway.
and then like the Hemingway was like a line,
Oh.
and then the signature was one of the cigars
model.
in that line. That's how,
how often were you
pretentious it is.
smoking this?
Wow.
How long did I?
Or how often would you smoke cigars?
I would smoke one like once a day for
once a day. Oh boy.
I was gonna make a joke about that, but then you went for it.
There was
Once,
a time it was like
every hour.
it was like once a day. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Day, honestly, whatever. I
But
do
those are-
like a pot a day. so-
Trust me, it was like I couldn't afford them, but I still bought them. So
Yeah.
it was
How
very
could
pretentious.
you not if it's called Arturo Hemingway's?
Arturo Fuente
Hemingway
Hemingway
signature.
signature.
They're like Hemingway smoked these cigars.
Right,
They're
right.
special.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
I
much.
love
So I
that.
understand where you're coming from.
That made
is
me
what
feel
I'm
better.
saying.
Thank you.
Yeah, good, because I get it. Everyone has their thing.
Am I like doing like a dad thing where I'm like kind of proud of you for that? I'm like, my boy.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
My boy.
I even had a cigar cutter. I was such a
Oh,
prick.
wow.
Dude, that's cool.
I wish I could have seen like.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was before I started smoking
Boys,
cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I quit all
Well,
the things. Now I have no fun.
You don't have any
I
vices.
don't drink, smoke.
Mhm.
I don't. I just pray at home
Man.
24/7.
Proud of
Pray-
you?
Yeah.
You're
No?
religious.
All right, Rachel, you're up number 6,
Okay,
and then
I remember.
And then Haley.
Haley's definitely picking this
All
round.
right,
She's
Haley,
here.
it's all you.
All right.
So my number 6
Yes.
is Kool-Aid Jammers.
Kool-Aid Jammers.
Because not only are they a fun packaging.
Oh.
Yes.
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 Uh-huh.
Kool-Aid Jammers. There's red, purple, green, and blue flavors.
Blue, uh-huh.
Yeah. And then maybe a yellow, but
Oh, yeah.
no one likes yellow. And they're like really delicious and bad for you, and that's why everyone loves them.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it makes perfect
And like
sense.
the twist thingy in the little
Yeah, you
bottle.
crack 'em.
Yeah.
It's like
And
it's
you
like
just
a
go-
child's first like beer cap, like,
Yes.
and you suck them down.
Baby's first beer.
That's true.
They're like training you to drink beer.
Totally.
Actually, yeah.
Chug,
So
chug,
that's
chug.
why it's fun.
I can't remember. I remember that it's been a long time since I had one. I remember there was one flavor that I was like obsessed with, but I can't remember which flavor it was.
Green.
I don't think it was green.
Green.
Purple.
Just list colors.
The red or the blue.
Yeah, there's like
Not
strawberry
yellow.
kiwi,
Oh, honestly, the strawberry kiwi one was
blue
lit.
raspberry. It just says blue.
Exactly.
There's
I
Yeah,
honestly
it's
think it
blue.
was the blue one.
I
I
remember
think that I
blue.
would just like
Mhm.
I
Blue
would
is
those
so
were
good.
like currency, you know. Like,
Yeah.
we would
Like when you were in
trade for
school?
those.
Yeah, if you got a Kool-Aid jammer in your lunchbox, you were just like, "Hey, little boy,
Hey, little boy.
do you want your
I
sandwich?"
still do that.
Yeah, like, how old are you? How old are
Get it,
you?
get it. That's not. That's not true.
Hey, little boy.
That's really weird.
Brian's at lunch
Brian
at
Carl.
the office, like, who wants
And-
to trade their Kool-Aid jammer for my Gushers?
Oh, yikes.
Anyway, Claudia, I think you should continue.
Oh, Kool-Aid jammers. Got it. We're good. Oh no, that's yours.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah,
Kool-Aid
sorry.
jammers.
What's your number 6?
Also Kool-Aid jam.
No.
No, I'm
No.
not Kool-Aid jammer. My sixth choice is yerba mate.
Yerba mate.
Like,
Yer-
specifically like the brand. I mean,
Oh.
we could go any yerba mate to check the spelling.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just copy it.
Yerba mate, like the cans, the Enlight. I think it's also
It's called
called
Enlightenment. It's called Enlightenment also.
But this one is like very much a mint flavored one. It's the best one.
Yeah.
And these were like, so if Kool-Aid Jammers was currency in elementary school,
Yeah.
Enlightenment yerba mates were currency in college.
she
Ah,
went
okay.
to college in Oregon.
I went to private school. I transferred.
But you know what? When Todd Barry, he's a comedian, headlining comedian, goes all over the country. When he came to Sacramento, this is what I had to get him as part of his
They're
rider.
actually so good.
Yeah.
Like, they're quite good.
They're so tasty, and I love coffee. I
Yeah.
love coffee. I live off coffee, but I have very bad anxiety, and so there are times where I just can't drink coffee.
Coffee's not good.
Like there will be like 3 or 4 month periods where I'm like, all right, it's time to stop.
Yeah.
And this stuff, it's caffeinated, like
Yes.
highly caffeinated.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
good.
So it's like it's my coffee, but it doesn't have the like tannins or whatever.
I'm not
Well, that's
debating. This is actually in support of Claudia.
I'm not debating, but I'm going to debate this really quick.
I really want to debate it, but I won't because I'm also relying on nostalgia here, which is what the movie industry has been doing for way too long. Boo. But
Hot takes by Rachel Pyle.
Hot takes.
no, yerba mate is actually it's a tea leaf that actually it's very so I would Claudia knows that I studied abroad in Argentina at one point.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes.
And they drink it out of a gourd there, and it's like literally loose leaves, and it doesn't have a crash of
The,
coffee at all. So she's completely accurate.
What's
and
that called?
I
The
told her-
that special
The
straw.
straw?
That yeah,
Mhm.
because I had it in Argentina and Brazil as well, and it's called yerba mate there.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm-
Yeah, it doesn't make you jittery the way that coffee does.
but
I-
it gets
doesn't make
you
your heart race.
lit.
I went to
Freaking lit.
Akron, Ohio once.
Oh.
And,
A world traveler.
Yeah, and I went to the coffee shop. What's the one that's back east that's really popular?
Pete's?
Pete's, but caribou.
Oh shit!
shoot.
I really-
Skyline Chili.
Sure, yeah. Let's just go with that.
Chipotle.
I went to Chili's. Yeah,
No, Skyline Chili. That's in Ohio.
is that a
Do
thing?
you not?
I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
Now I feel bad.
No, I feel like an idiot.
Okay,
Okay.
this is Haley.
Okay, Haley.
Kool-Aid
What does she say?
jammers.
Haley says she doesn't know what yerba mate is, so Jammers takes it.
Oh,
That's fair. Yerba mate was a niche one for sure.
Yeah, but I get it. I like it, and I do the same thing.
You still have your Switch?
You still got your Switch.
Oh, I thought you meant a Nintendo Switch, and I was like, is there a prize?
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna hold on to it. I feel like I personally feel like Kool-Aid Jammers was a really good one.
It's a good. I mean, it's a good pick. Yeah.
I really liked Kool-Aid Jammers when I was a kid, like a lot, like more than Capri Sun.
And I love mate, so.
I love that you guys.
Oh,
you're
why
like,
don't you
but
guys
I
get
love,
married?"
I love you, and I love you.
Rachel and I just started fighting for each other. Saying,
Yeah, I
"No,
know.
You're right.
You
You're not
win.
gonna take her choice.
You win.
Oh.
Let's see. Claudia, we're back over to you. No, that's not true. Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
because I
Yes,
would
it
last,
is.
right? It makes you feel like you're talking for a long time because then you talk about your pick and then you go again.
I know. I know. You know, you're up. You're up. I got lost for a second, but you're definitely up.
Okay, so my next
Yes.
pick is also a tea of sorts.
Mhm.
It's the Arizona iced tea. Specifically, there's a lot of choices here, but I have to go with like the classic blue, like the lemon
Mm-hmm.
Arizona iced tea. The 99 cents, even though they're $1.49 in California.
Oh.
That stuff
They're
is
good. Arizona iced tea is
Yeah.
the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another one that's like a childhood one for me.
Yes,
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
like I just remember like when you had no money and you were like 11 and you got like you found like $2 on the ground, you're like, well now I can get an Arizona.
I know what I'm doing now. I like how you said when I was a kid and I was like, yes, even though we were probably, 26 years
Yeah,
apart, something
right.
like that.
But they've been relevant for so long.
They have been, because I
Yeah,
remember like when I was in like high school for sure. And that was a while back.
They were probably actually 99
stop
cents.
it.
They were they were 2 cents. They were 2 cents when I was in high school. They were so cheap.
I could buy them for 2 nickels.
I was like, here, rub these together. Give it Arizona iced
A
tea.
Voss was $5. Still 5. It's like, goddamn.
Boss was $5. All right, Arizona iced tea. Good pick. Over to you, Rachel. What are you gonna match against Arizona iced tea?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh.
Who? What? It's my
I'm
turn.
just gonna pick a little old thing called a Shirley Temple.
Oh
Oh.
man,
It's
she went with a
not-
classic.
Classic. Not only is she an American icon who is adorable, just
Right.
like myself.
Animal crackers in my...
Keep it going. In the background though, like stay a little away from the mic, and then I'll talk over it. And then yeah. So then it's also delicious, and it's like, but I'm gonna give a con to my own suggestion.
Yeah.
I do think
That's
it's
not
the
what you
gateway to drinking.
Oh, because it's a virgin drink.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh, what's in it?
spikes
Grenadine and like,
It's
what is
grenadine and Sprite.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's delicious. But also, it's like when you're little,
It's
you
pretty
think
good,
you're
though.
kind of getting away with
Yeah,
something.
you're
Like,
like,
it's a special
oh.
occasion.
My mom worked at a bar, so Shirley, me and Shirley Temples, we were, yeah.
Here you go, Brian. Now shut up.
Yeah.
Drink your Shirley.
Wow, we have to go. You have to come to work with me again.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a friend who orders Shirley Temples at the bar, and he'll like make me go get him extra cherries. He'll be like,
That's
Claudia,
great.
I don't want to ask them for 6 cherries. I'm like, but you want
6
6 cherries? He's like, yes. Please bring me cherries.
My friend Nick, we would go to this. Of all places, it was a Chinese buffet, and he would get a strawberry daiquiri, and but it was a virgin because we were in high school still, and then they would bring it to him, and then he would give him the money and like give him a tip, and it would be $1, and be like. He'd be like, "Go buy yourself something pretty."
Oh my
No, he
god.
didn't. Oh my god, that's precious, but
Yeah.
also. Oh.
It was cute when he did it. It wasn't. If anybody else did it, they'd be like, "Go yourself," you know. But with him, it was like, "Oh, okay, that's nice." You
You
know?
guys
Cute
get to
little
like
point.
30, you're like, this will still work.
Yeah. and like,
Yeah, exactly.
Go buy yourself something cute.
so Arizona iced tea against Shirley Temple. This is to me. Did we establish this? I think it's back to me.
I think it is back
It's
to
me,
you. Yeah.
you, and then we'll go back to them.
Mhm. Perfect.
So yeah. So, damn,
It's a tough one.
this is oh, man, both of these. This is totally unfair. Oh, I can't do this. This is too tough because both of these have memories for me.
Oh, what's a better one? What's the better memory? That's what I usually do.
Sarah's like, oh, you can't pick? Too bad.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to pick.
Pick one.
Which one haunts you and which one makes you feel semi-okay?
So because I can picture the bar that my mom used to work
So
in,
mine
Aw.
haunts you.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna go with the Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the
It's a
Shirley Temple.
positive thing.
No,
We
it is
have
a positive
different
thing.
childhoods.
It was a restaurant called the Armadillo. It was back in Ohio,
fun.
and it was cool because they had video games downstairs. So
That is.
I
cool.
love that you love your parents.
yeah, and I didn't go to
I'm
work
just kidding.
with
I love
her.
you guys too.
Yeah.
You have your Switch, by the way.
Thank you for. I was so confident going into this. I was like, I won't forget my Switch, and I have forgotten every single round.
Everybody does.
Yeah.
Everybody does. All right. What is what is,
I'm still feeling strong.
Okay.
Think I'm gonna hold out.
what
I
do
think
the
I might
kids
need
say on the internet?
The kids say that
damn it.
Allison says she drank Shirley Temples the entire time she was pregnant. Good point.
Yeah, see, that's okay. Yeah.
Good point.
Shirley Temples are.
Oh,
pretty
wait.
nice.
Okay. So Licia thinks she might. No. Okay. She said Caribou, Dunn, Bigby. Are these coffee places?
No, they're
Okay.
naming off coffee places.
Yeah.
It's I don't know why. It's so stupid. It's the orange one.
The orange coffee place.
Is that the Canadian one? The
It's the orange
Tim
coffee
Hortons.
place.
Hortons. That's
That's
a Canadian
Canadian.
one, right?
My brain is so
Someone will
jacked up.
chime in with it.
Donuts.
Someone will.
Dunkin' Donuts. That's what I've been
It is
trying to
Dunkin'
say.
Donuts. It's
Yes,
like pink.
Dunkin'
Oh.
Donuts.
Yeah, okay, that's
Is it pink
Not
or
a
orange?
coffee.
No, it's
It's a
orange and
donut
pink.
shop.
You like that coffee. You
I
like it a lot.
love Dunkin'
Yeah,
Donuts
uh-huh.
coffee.
Dunkin' Donuts
America
is like,
runs on Dunkin'.
Yeah, see?
there you
Every
go.
time I go to New York City, the first thing I do when I get off the plane is I go get a Dunkin' Donuts someplace.
The Big Apple.
Yeah.
Give me some Dunkin'.
Yeah.
It's like,
Who wants to go look at buildings?
yeah.
Do they not have Dunkin' Donuts here?
They didn't for a long time.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like I grew up knowing Dunkin' Donuts, but I grew up here, so.
Yeah, it's it's like Roseville or Rockland, I think, got it first, and
They're
the
very
rest-
uncommon.
yeah, very uncommon. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was. It's easier for me to go to New York to get one.
Wow.
Than it is, no, I know
Get
that
on the
sounds
red eye.
terrible.
You know that I remember has a lot of Dunkin' Donuts? The Bahamas.
Really?
Yeah.
That
I
is
like
so
Dunkin' Donuts in the Bahamas.
I don't know why that's so cool.
So funny. There needs to be like a sketch
Yeah.
about like people, like Jamaican people working at a Dunkin' Donuts. Like,
Right.
I'm not gonna do an accent.
Please
But-
don't.
Please don't.
There needs to be a situation or just like a series about like the Jamaican Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Okay.
about
All
that.
right. Yeah.
Right.
So number 4, we go back over to Rachel. You get to pick yours first.
Okay. So my number 4
Yes.
is ice cold milk, no ice,
Ice,
Oh.
cold milk.
and
What
spec-
percent?
2%.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
yep.
Whole milk.
And I think that speaks for itself. So
No ice.
All
You
right.
feel strong about that? No arguments?
Ice
No.
cold milk.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nothing else.
I love super cold milk. Like I love
Dang,
super
guys.
do you put ice in it?
cold milk. No.
What about
No,
you,
no.
Claudia? Do you like
Just,
milk?
I mean, I definitely drank milk as
Yes,
a kid,
yeah.
Yeah.
but I actively try to avoid it now.
Really? Do you?
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't
Can't do
dislike
it.
it. People will like not drink it because they're like, "Ew, it's gross." I'm like, no, I especially in my coffee, but I try to avoid it because it's just like dairy
It
and
messes
like
you up, dude.
Yeah.
it's everything.
Me, it does.
I have
yeah.
really bad skin.
My kids get the poops when they drink milk, so or any dairy product.
Yeah.
Well, it's like most people are lactose intolerant. I'm not lactose intolerant,
Yeah.
but dairy is also really bad for your skin, and I have really bad
Is it
skin.
That's
Really?
what I would. Yeah, when I was getting like lattes with milk, I was getting like cystic acne, and I was like,
Yeah.
dude, what's this about?
You know,
Yeah, I have
my
super
entire life is making better sense now. Because
Yeah.
when I was in I used to drink milk all the time, but I had acne when I was a
Yeah.
kid all the time.
How about you? Is this
Okay,
what
can
you-
we stop shitting on mine?
yeah, we're like, wait a second, milk is bad.
It's okay. Mine coming is gonna even it out.
All right, ice
Okay.
cold
Yeah.
milk.
Voss milk.
What do you got for number
Luxury
4?
brand milk. Mine is a milk product, milk drink. It's horchata. So horchata is made with rice milk.
milk.
So that's actually
It's
not dairy.
It's
That's not dairy.
It's not dairy.
Yeah, I just got I don't know how to
Horchata.
spell, I don't know how to spell horchata.
I'm throwing a lot of exotic
Silent
things at
H.
Brian.
Horchata. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Horchata's
I would have spelled
pretty
it like that, I
Hor-
think.
Horsata. I
You
don't
got it.
actually
I
know
believed in
the
you, Brian.
Spanish
Oh, thank you.
pronunciation.
Horchata.
I don't know.
That
Yeah.
was Italian again.
Horchata. Give me that horchata. I will just break your face. I like
Break your
horchata. Yeah.
face.
It's yummy.
So ice cold milk,
Yeah.
2%, of course, no
Yes.
ice. Against horchata.
Rice milk with sugar and cinnamon. It's so tasty.
Rice milk.
Yeah.
I didn't even
It's
know
like
that.
icy. So good.
You know what I've figured out? I am not cultured. I mean, I am just this big pile of
Even
goo.
horchata. Huh. You can go to like
That
a gas
drinks-
station and sometimes they have them like
The agua
spinning in a
frescas?
they have them spinning in like a margarita mixer thing.
You didn't get a lot of
just-
culture in Akron, Ohio?
No, whoa. No, I didn't.
You're a B word for that.
No, she's right. She's right. She's right. All right,
I
so
grew up in the suburbs of Sacramento, so that's a lot better.
all right, Sarah, it's all you.
It's me?
Yep.
Oh, cool. Shoot. This is actually kind of hard though because no, it's not. Horchata.
Okay. All right. good.
It's because we went on to how milk ruins her skin, you guys.
Yeah, it does.
You do have your switch. 1.
If you feel strongly about this
We're
milk
getting
thing.
close to the end.
Okay, I'm gonna use my switch.
Are you really?
I'm gonna use it.
All right. So actually,
What does
ice
that mean? I win?
cold, 2% milk. So you picked up that round.
got that
so
point.
Horchata's. Oh shit. it's
Wow!
off the list.
Wow, we.
flinging things. This milk is on the brain.
Got excited.
Man,
Because honestly, there's nothing more soothing than a cup of milk.
Okay, I'm down with it.
No.
So-
that's just
Except
I
when your
use
skin
you know,
apparently.
I
brings
eat
all that
cookie when
up.
I eat cookies. Yeah, milk, of course, I need that. But
Every once in a while, I'll Jones for some milk, and I'll just go buy some. But then I drink it hella fast.
Oh, and I
Oh.
get very ill after, but it's delicious in the moment.
man,
I die, but I love it.
yeah.
Or just like pooping herself. I'll die on this hill.
Get some diapers too.
I will die on the hill of milk.
Claudia, you are up again. Number
right.
3.
Number 3, another tea. This one is the Thai iced tea.
Thai
Yes.
iced tea.
Yeah, it's like a very strong sugary
delish,
tea, and you
honestly.
dump cream on top of it, like half and half, and it
Condensed
like
milk.
drips. Oh, I'm
Condensed
sorry,
milk.
you're right. Condensed milk.
Yeah,
Condensed
so
milk.
And it like
it's
drips down. Oh,
black
it's-
tea,
I've seen this. but I-
condensed milk. What's the orange stuff?
That's the tea itself. I think.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you had
I
this?
feel like
No,
sharing
I've seen it before though.
I
'cause
should
I've
get
seen
you
them
some.
really
It's
the-
good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's real good.
It's tasty, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for our shirts, by the way. Just
Yeah,
side
these
note,
are-
like it just kind of.
They're so fun.
Yeah, this is a nice job.
Yeah.
Until I
Nice
die.
job. Let's go get some Thai iced tea
Yes,
soon.
okay.
All right. We have to wear our shirts
Yes,
together
like,
though. And we'll
hello.
be like, hello, man, have some Thai iced tea.
I'm
All
gonna be
right.
like, please go.
Who are you?
Show.
Yes. Who are you guys? We're close. Leave.
I'm gonna get sponsored by Thai iced tea.
yeah.
Just all
Just
Thai
all
iced tea.
Just the drink in general.
Sponsored by Thailand.
Yes.
Everybody needs somebody to advertise for them, so Thai iced tea. That's good. What's your number 3?
It's also an orange drink.
What?
Wow.
It's a hill I also will die upon, which is the PSL. Yes, I am the classic consumer of a white lady, but I am also here to argue that a pumpkin spice latte is
No, did you?
I didn't know. I
is
didn't.
Yourself.
so
But I wrote it
good.
down.
And if you want to make it extra delicious and like less sweet, that like it hurts your mouth and stomach, which it always will, but that's okay because it's delicious. You add an extra shot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We record above the trade co-working space, which has
Oh.
a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was here earlier today, 3 police officers came in and they said, "We heard that you have, this is true story, that you have the best pumpkin spice lattes in town."
Do they?
Here?
Apparently they do.
Okay.
3 cops said it's true. It must
the
be
cops,
true.
they
must
know
be
their
true.
coffee.
I've been getting mine from Starbucks like an idiot.
You have to come here. It's
Yikes.
cheaper. And,
Okay.
and it's a mom and pop place, so
Yeah.
I'm always down for
Okay.
that.
Is
But
it the
cheaper?
cops haven't been getting
cheaper.
Dunkin'?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little
Joe?
strange. Dunkin' Donuts.
Well,
They should
Oh,
be
I
at the
know.
drive
Dunkin'
all the way to
Donuts.
Roseville.
Yeah, I
to
know.
get it.
Yeah,
They're
it
like,
takes
we
you a lot
got a
of gas
552
money.
in Roseville. We gotta go.
If you get the pumpkin spice latte here, will you tell me if it's? I'm really interested.
I
in
will.
know if
I will.
it's
I
good.
get them from Starbucks somewhat regularly, but they're too sweet. So
Oh.
I used
Add
to
the
work
shot.
at Starbucks.
Mhm.
I don't add a shot. That's a good idea, but again, coffee.
Yeah, the
makes me
coffee thing.
stressed.
Yeah, yeah.
So what I do is I ask them to do 1 pump instead of 3 because it's like a syrup.
I'll do
Oh.
And they
three.
do 3 pumps and it's a lot of sugar. So I ask them for 1, so
Yeah.
you still get the flavor, but it's not as sweet.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
All
Well,
right.
if you try it
I
here,
like
let
to
me know.
get real turnt with my coffee and get all the sugar and double the
Real
espresso.
More pumpkin spice.
Yeah, crazy for pumpkins.
Who is this to? Is this to me? Can we make the audience
you,
choose?
yeah, we can totally.
Or we
The
can.
audience hasn't chosen it
Da,
at all.
da,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. Let's see.
let's
Let's see.
keep
We
'em
gotta.
around.
Well, people are already voting, and I don't want to pick
Just
them.
pick mine.
So that's
Well, have everybody vote, and then
switch.
you
Okay.
have 30 seconds to vote,
Everyone vote, and
Yeah.
I'll get the ones that already did vote. So
Yeah.
just
and then we'll just count them all up, and that's who wins. That's democracy.
yes.
Yeah.
So there's this. Talking about coffee. Segue.
She's pitching her next one.
Oh, is
already.
that what's coming?
No,
Oh,
this is
okay.
actually a terrifying story about myself. So,
What happened?
it's not that scary. So there's a place called Dutch Bros in Northern California.
Yeah.
And I used to work at a coffee place, so I had like a very high caffeine tolerance and addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to go get a 911, which is 6 shots in it.
What?
And then I said, "Can I get 6 more shots?"
Mhm.
And they said, "You know that's 12." And I said, "I know what 6 + 6 is.
Right.
Give me the drink." And they said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Don't I look like I'm sure?"
Oh my god.
You're like, just shut up and give me the 1822.
Yeah. And they're
That's
like,
911 plus 911.
I did that one time, and I actually had to call 911. I went to the ER.
For having too much coffee?
Yeah. I stayed up all night, and I was really tired, and I was stressed about a boy, and so I went to Starbucks and I ordered 2 venti lattes with an extra shot. So that would be 6 shots, not 12 shots.
Whoa,
I'm not that bold.
Yeah.
And
Still.
I then had a panic attack, and I had never had a panic attack before. So I went to
you
the
were like,
ER.
something's happening.
And that's why you don't date boys.
I have spent
Hey, yeah.
so much
good.
time crying over people that I was dating. I hate it because
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you guys a story.
Okay.
Everyone just sit down,
Get cozy.
take a seat. Yeah. So I used to have a phone
Oh.
that plugged into a wall.
That looked large.
Yeah,
but-
it was,
that was
it was this big.
I
Yeah,
used to
it's
have
like a
phone.
little talkie. Hello.
Like, that's not a phone, Brian. That's a radio.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
No, so I had a phone, and it was transparent, so you could see all the little
Oh, yeah,
sensors
yeah.
inside.
Cute. Mm-hmm.
And then it would ring, and then it would light up and everything.
Cute.
And I was on a phone with this girl we were breaking up, and I was crying into this phone
Oh no.
for way too long. It was one of those breakups that just don't go away and you don't hang up, and so you just sit there and you cry on the
Yeah.
phone. I cried into this phone for so long that the tears went into the buttons
And you're like,
and shocked my face.
oh wow.
Shocked my face. It legit. It was like. It was like. "Ooh." I shocked myself from a phone
Oh my
that
God.
lit up. That's true. That is a true story.
Wow.
To be on TV and in a movie,
A
but not at
sketch.
your detriment.
Yeah.
sketch?
Yeah, sketch.
In
That's the
Jamaica.
funniest thing I've ever heard.
At a,
It hurt
at a Dunkin' Donuts.
so bad.
Oh man.
My heart hurt and my face hurt at
Yeah.
the same time.
That was just a sign. It's
That
like
was a sign.
God just like, hang up the phone, son. You'll be fine. You'll be surrounded by ladies someday.
I was like, I gotta go. My face is on fire.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so sad and so funny.
So
That's
See?
pretty great.
funny.
You spend a lot of time on that kind of stuff.
So I do
Yeah,
need
what's-
to tell you
Yes.
that PSL got 1 vote. The rest was Thai iced tea.
Whoa.
Hey, you guys don't. You guys are just like following internet trends, okay? Be a free thinker. I'm just
Oh.
kidding.
People
I
Did get pwned.
can't believe that. I
Yeah,
thought it was
that's
gonna be a
wild.
pumpkin
but
spice latte.
everyone knows a good treat, you know? It's
Uh,
like dessert before you
I'm
even
just
eat.
kidding.
It is. It really is.
So
Yeah,
number
nice.
2, I'm gonna have you do number 2
I'll
if you're
do
okay
number-
with that, and then we'll both do number 1.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Right.
So number 2, we're back at Rachel. Rachel, you get your first pick at number 2.
Okay. My number 2
Yes.
is a lavender lemonade.
Lavender.
And I'm talking, okay, so there's 2 ways to do it. My favorite, I will divulge to you all, is making a lavender simple syrup, which you use fresh lavender and, lavender. And make a simple syrup with it, and by which you just boil a ton of sugar with
Right.
lavender in it. And then you make fresh lemonade, and it's honestly the most refreshing drink of the summertime, but also you don't feel as bad about it because it doesn't taste quite as sweet. So that's it.
Oh, it
It's
looks
delicious.
pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's
Lavender
honestly
lemonade is
gorgeous.
really
It's
good.
aesthetic, and it's delicious.
Yeah.
You can put vodka or gin in it as well. And that is my summertime drink.
That's
Oh.
another like multi-use. The
Mhm.
pineapple.
Yeah.
Totally.
You know?
Is that really your drink?
Oh,
Is,
yeah, my
is-
God.
Yeah, during the summer. At Drake's Barn, they
Yes,
make it
it's
there.
so good.
And I'm
yeah.
like, I always want it. And they haven't had it the last few times.
The
They
Lavender Heights at Lowbrow is the.
Oh,
Mhm,
okay.
mhm.
Insight also makes not
Oh,
with
yeah.
alcohol, but they
Uh-huh.
make a really good lavender lemonade. You can get it in little like
Yes.
refillable containers.
think
you
I
buy it
have
and then
that
you
one.
come back and they're like,
I
It's
won't charge as
delish,
much.
you guys.
I miss
Ladies love it.
drinking. I
Yeah.
miss drinking a lot.
Yeah.
How is this making you think about how you was drinking?
Everything-
These are non-alcoholic
Everything
drinks.
reminds me of drinking. You can put alcohol in any of these.
Are you going to start drinking? I can't remember what you said. Are you going to
I
drink
don't
New
know.
Year's? You should have a party and then just try it.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I was
Yeah.
because I said I wasn't
You
going to
guys,
drink
let's
for a
put him on
year,
the spot right
so
now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whoa, did you start on January 1st though?
Yeah, when
Yes,
did you
I
start?
like
Yeah.
like I
I
bought
remember this.
a 6-pack of beer. I drank 3 of them. It hit midnight, and then I didn't drink anymore. I still have those 3 beers in the fridge.
So just drink them on January 1st.
Maybe I was thinking like I would just drink
that's
every
cute.
January 1st and then just
And
be done
that's
with
it.
it. Yeah.
I like
Cute.
that.
That's a good
It's not a
plan.
bad thing, and just be hungover one day a year.
There you
January
go.
2nd is going to be a
From three
shitty
years.
day.
Right.
Or no,
Or
January
January
1st
1st
will
will
be a
be,
shitty
yeah.
day. Yeah, but January 30. No,
No, we're all
December
wrong.
31st will be
December
fun as
31st.
hell.
Math
give up.
is something.
math is something. Lavender lemonade, lemonade, spelled that way. Is number 2. What's your number 2?
So mine will hopefully make you not miss drinking.
Okay.
Mine is Pedialyte.
Whoa, these are
Oh
good.
no.
Oh my god.
What happens after a night of drinking? You know, you feel like crap.
Yeah.
You're hungover and you need those electrolytes.
It's true.
You need those,
Mhm.
you know, it's maybe not the tastiest thing in the world, but that drink is there for you.
It's also really good for when kids. But this is we'll take another take on it. Is when kids have the vomits,
Mm.
and then you give them some Pedialyte.
I didn't
You
even know what
dehydrate.
Pedialyte was until like a year ago. And then
Mhm.
my roommate was like hungover one day and he was like just holding like people do.
Yeah.
You think I would have
A
figured this out in
Pedialyte?
Yeah.
college.
Yeah.
But he was just like
assumed
running
that
around.
was me until you said roommate.
I'm sure you've done it too. But literally, it was just like walking around like shortly after we moved in with like a whole thing of like Pedialyte,
Like, what are
and
you
was
doing?
like, "Yeah, I just need my Pedialyte." I was like, "Isn't that like a?" I was thinking Pediasure.
Oh yeah. You're like, you
Isn't
got
that
bad
like-
bones.
Could you imagine drinking a
That's super
Pediasure
racist.
hungover? Like that's
look at
That
that
is
multi
hilarious.
chocolate beverage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So Pedialyte, lavender,
Okay, lavender,
lemonade, Pedialyte. That's all to
Pedialyte.
you.
Dang.
This is hard.
These are
because
both good. I mean, I have Pedialyte. What do you call those? Like,
Oh.
not lollipops, but freaking like Otter Pops, basically, in my fridge.
Oh,
but they're
wow.
Pedialyte.
I've had those. Yeah, those
Oh,
are
not
those are
wow.
fun.
It's good to have handy.
Sounds
But
nice.
I'm gonna go lavender lemonade.
All right, lavender, lemonade.
Oh, she's switching.
You switched it.
Doing a switch.
Pedialyte.
Switch.
I'm sorry about Pedialyte.
That's
it really
fair,
changed
honestly.
My hangover game.
It's changed my life.
yeah.
I should have
That's
had some
great.
this weekend.
Let's see. Oh, this is
Especially
good.
'cause, like,
Bad day this weekend. It's getting bad.
Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you go to the
No, I went out of town.
yeah?
I had 4 drinks one night, and the next day it was. It was like
Four?
9 o'clock and I was still throwing up. I think there's something wrong with me.
I had
really
a lot
am.
more than
I know,
4
right?
hours.
So this is what's
Only
happening to
4?
me now. I thought I wasn't gonna tell anyone. It's
Maybe-
so embarrassing.
Maybe
but
you're getting older.
I am. I know. Or there's something else going on. I don't
I
know.
that gonna
watched
happen to
Rachel sip out of her own bottle of vodka all night, and I puked in a bush.
That sounds like a
was
good.
very Saturday
No, that's
night.
good. I think
We all
I'm
can't
totally
have
okay with this.
casual alcoholism like the rest of us.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
man.
We're at number 1. Claudia, you're up. Number 1. What's your pick?
I'll be so mad if I don't win this one. I'll feel like I've wasted my switch.
Uh-huh.
Mine is the Infunus. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Ramune sodas. They're the Japanese sodas with the little glass balls
Yeah, Google
in
it.
the
I wanna Google
in
it.
the lid, and you push the little glass ball into
Oh.
the cup
Yes.
to drink it.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay, multiple facets here. It's
Yeah.
a childhood classic,
Okay.
but I still will go find them. It tastes better than any soda I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a game and a soda.
It's true.
you
what
know?
happens when the ball goes in? Fizzy or
Nothing.
nothing?
It's just-
Okay.
there's just a
It's
ball.
fizzy. It's like when you put like a Mentos and Coke. I'm not supposed to be
Oh.
supporting her. Never
Yeah.
mind.
It's fizzy, but it's also like, it's just
Oh,
really
yeah.
like pleasing because they have like a little like
It's
the glass
aesthetic.
part that's like separate. And so it kind of like jingles
Ah.
around while you drink it.
She's all about the
You drink
packaging,
it.
this one.
Yeah, I know.
I'm-
It's good.
I love those
aesthetic.
sodas.
My
Okay.
kids used to love these when we would go to like
Nice.
sushi or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like a prize. Like you have like that little the
pretty
little
cool.
glass ball.
You get them at like the Asian market or something,
Yeah.
like the KP place. Yeah.
I used to get them. We had them at Cooney's right by my house growing up,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is a Sacramento local
Yeah.
restaurant. And
Mhm.
I used to get them at McCooney's.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Nice.
I didn't even know you could buy them in stores until I stumbled across them in Oregon when I moved away, and I was like,
Aw.
I can find them other places.
Nice.
It doesn't tell me how you pronounce it, but RAMUNE soda.
want to say it's ramune.
Ramune.
I think it's
We
ramune.
can think of like anime things like senpai komenasai, you know.
Well, they
Oh.
pronounce it. I think it's
Yes.
ramune because it's a Japanese drink. I think it's ramune.
All right, ramen.
All right,
We're gonna go with that,
sweet.
and then somebody can correct us later on.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Rachel, it's over to you. What's gonna be your number one pick?
I should have saved my Switch.
Oh no.
Because this is like a deeply personal connection I have to the soft drink.
Right.
I am picking Tab for the number one soft drink because number one, you can still buy it, by the way.
Okay.
I buy it. I brought one
She
in.
buys it in
I
bulk.
buy in bulk, and I brought one into class once, and you were
Yeah.
like, "Do they still make it?" And I was like, "Yes, they do, Brian." And not only is it a diet cola, it is better than Diet Coke, which I stand until I die. Okay, I almost made Diet Coke number one. I was like, "No, that's not my soul." So I picked Tab. And because Tab, not only is it aesthetically pleasing in the can, it's a nostalgia throwback. We have this whole like 80s throwback situation going on. If you taste it, you will all love it, and it is amazing, and it deserves everything. And that's
I've never had one.
It's fine.
it.
It's fine.
I will actually murder over Tab.
They even-
you were to hear first.
They even talk about Tab in Back to the Future.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, it's
Like,
it's
It's very
so
classic 80s.
Yeah.
They haven't not changed the packaging.
They
like, at all.
haven't, and so it's a throwback
Still the same.
forever.
Yeah.
Tab.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, so Tab against
Ramune.
Ramune soda.
Okie dokie. It's
We have-
up to us.
We have to go. Okay. Do you know what you want? Do you know which one?
I think I know which one I want.
All
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Ramune.
A tie.
What happens now?
Yeah. What does happen now?
I don't know. How did we solve it? I think
Probably
we had
via
everybody.
people.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to them.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
talk about UTIs and stuff. I'll just tally the stuff.
So back
Okay.
to UTI.
So everybody
Let's
has to
not-
vote. Everyone has to
Everyone vote. I'm gonna
Everyone
count
vote.
'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, please spell. I'm a little bit concerned because I know there's a lot of Midwestern fans
Oh,
on this.
so Tab
and I
might-
feel,
Tab is carried more highly out there.
I
Yeah.
feel that Ramune might not be the winner.
But I
on that
respect
one.
it. It's a good pick. It was very close to going that direction.
I knew this was like one of those ones that I knew the second we decided the
Yeah,
topic.
yeah.
Like that was just like my. It's
That
still
was
my
like that.
favorite
That was the
thing.
thing. Yeah.
It's like the only drink I've ever had that's like a toy and a drink.
While they're voting, do you have any honorable mentions? Is there anything that almost made your list?
I do have
Yes,
honorable
I do.
mentions.
I have so many.
The-
I'm gonna go with Diet Squirt.
Yeah, Diet Squirt.
Diet Coke is your honorable mention.
Diet Coke is my honorable mention, but it's
Yeah.
no Tab. So let's just.
I-
But honestly, if I ever go to a restaurant and I ask for Diet Coke and they say is Diet Pepsi okay, and I'm like, what do
You're
you
like,
think I just
"Nope."
said?
I have one vice in my life at this point.
Hmm.
Okay, and it is Diet Pepsi. but
Diet. Oh, you're that boy.
I'm that boy.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's what my parents would always drink Diet Pepsi.
Really?
At the table.
Don't get it. It tastes like watered down perfume.
I'm probably as old as your parents.
No.
No. How old are you, Brian?
44.
44.
Definitely not as old as my parents.
Okay.
Ooh,
Not to throw my
Think
parents
we
under the bus.
are.
25.
Yep.
Actually, I'm 24.
Are you both 25? Oh.
Everybody now in my life is 25. I just guessed.
I'm
25.
30. And am I not in your life, Brian?
Well, yeah, you can't even
I'm
hold
right
4
here.
drinks down anymore.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm definitely 30. Oh, man.
That's the distinct story. I have a couple of.
Yeah,
honorable
Claudia. Yeah,
mentions.
what do you?
I had boba or like bubble
bubble
tea.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
That-
That's really good.
It's
That's
a
a
little
good one.
broad, and I didn't know how to narrow it down because there's so many good ones,
What's-
so
yeah.
I left it off. A cookies and cream milkshake.
Oh.
From Jack in the Box or Carl's Jr.? Those ones are really good.
My
Yeah.
childhood was Baskin Robbins.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, yeah. So I was confused on whether we could do like a smoothie situation or like a milkshake situation.
That's why I
in
left
this.
it off.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's what I
interesting. Yeah,
left
it's
it off
kind of
too,
it was
yeah.
kind of in the middle there.
Because I was
yeah.
gonna do a
Yeah.
virgin strawberry daiquiri, but that felt too on the cusp.
Too icy.
On that note, I also had an icy on there, like from the
Oh,
machines, but blue and
yeah.
red swirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
nice.
gotta.
That
Very
was
nice.
on my list. And then Italian cream soda.
Oh, you have, your honorable mentions were really good.
Yeah.
You
I
have
told
a
you
whole
I
nother
thought
list.
about these a lot.
You did a good job.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
research.
Uh-huh.
So,
Proud of
what
you.
does our audience?
Okay,
have to
our
say?
audience, the votes are in, and only two difference of 2 votes on these
Oh
ones.
wow! So it was a lot closer than I thought.
People really liked the Ramune.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I will burn this studio down.
I would never have thought that was gonna win. That's great.
Yeah.
If you're I feel like our generation, that stuff was like.
And if you're a Visco girl, it's like definitely your thing.
Oh.
And I,
Is that a Visco thing to hiss like that? What was that?
it's the SKS.
It's the SKS.
Oh.
That's
The
but those are my
Visco
initials.
girl.
I should do that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That's wild. Am I the Visco girl?
You are the
Wait,
Visco girl.
Switcheroony. This is what they wear. Switcheroony shirts.
Is that how
Yeah, they have this stuff.
Oh.
I might be. I have Birkenstocks too. Is that like the thing?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
thing.
got her hair up?
Oh my god! I'm gonna like explode.
Visco girl.
Okay.
That's just the 4 drinks and a hangover aged you 5 years. The Visco girl just took the 5 years back.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah! I'm
Back to
25, baby. Let's party. All right.
I'm gonna read the list, the full list. This is our complete list. This is
Okay.
the list.
Am I gonna have
Alright.
to burn
And then
down
I'll-
the studio, Brian?
I know.
I would rather you did it.
It's okay. You're gonna
I
be
would rather
okay.
I didn't too, Claudia.
So at number 10, we have The Suicide. At number 9, we have Nestle's Hot Chocolate. At number 8, we have Cran Apple Juice. There's an R in there. At number 7, we have The Enlightenment from Temple. At number 6, we have Kool-Aid Jammers. At number 5, we have The Shirley Temple. That's a good pick. Number 4, number 4 is
Featuring himself.
Yeah.
was it Horchata or
Horchata
It's
won.
horchata.
Horchata? Okay.
And I see I'm an honest person, you guys.
At
Yeah.
number 3, we had the Thai iced tea.
Wait. Horchata, didn't we switch?
I think we switched
Oh,
it.
we switched. So I
Oh
won.
yeah,
That's
it was
gosh.
ice cold milk. Oh, number 4 was ice cold milk, and then number 3 was the Thai iced tea. Number 2 was the Pedialyte, and number 1 is the Ramen soda.
Nice.
That's a good list.
That is good.
That's a good
That's-
list. So tonight's big winner, who gets the high five? I forgot to even
Oh,
mention
yeah.
the
You
prize
get a high
before.
five.
You get a high five. One single high five goes to Claudia tonight. 6-4.
The studio will not
Claudia
exist at
wins.
9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Yep, there you go.
This is bizarre. I need to look this up. I don't even know what it's about.
Let's do the outro stuff. I'll do here's back to business. Hey, congratulations, by the way. Good
Yes,
job.
congrats.
And congratulations too. It was a
In
great
her
show.
defense, she had notably less time to prep
Yes.
than I did.
Yeah. And you
True.
were only 2 points away. That's pretty good.
I'm still burning it down.
I know.
Brian's just trying to talk her down.
I know.
It's like,
She's
you
like,
did
no,
great. You did
no,
great.
No, she's not having it.
Arson's my hobby.
Do us.
Your hobby.
Do us a favor, go online, like the Facebook page, Sat Comedy Spot. Do that. You can watch our videos on YouTube and Facebook. We have a great series of comedy videos that are about learning how to do comedy. You can subscribe to the top 10 list wherever you get your podcasts. So iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher, all the things. Follow me on social media at Brian C. Comedy at all the social media. Do me a favor, just tell one other person about the show and then subscribe and write a review. If you like the show, write a review on one of those platforms because then
Yeah. Need more.
Yeah.
Need more.
Yeah.
Algorithms.
with things and things. But thank you for tuning in. Where can people find you on like the social media?
So, vlogged off.
Vlogged off.
Vlogged off.
We
yeah.
have a show. We are bad at posting, but it's there, and it's a sketch show. And it's called Vlogged Off.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And then you can find me at Claudia Lewis on Facebook.
Mhm.
I occasionally do stuff, and also will do stuff in the future. And I record a lot of videos for other people where I'm behind the camera.
A
Ooh.
producer of sorts.
Yeah.
But the nice kind.
Producer's a kind word.
The
for
nice
what I do. I'm more of a. I can't. The word I was gonna say is not nice. A camera jockey. Let's say that.
Okay. All right. All right.
Oh, and then pile of trash underscore PYLE though on Instagram.
And just quick, not me plug. If you like us, have seen Vlogged Off before.
Yeah.
The only reason that we know each other is because of Comedy
Comedy
Spot.
Spot. Yeah.
So again, like. follow
Is that
Comedy
true? You
Spot.
guys started hanging out because of the comedy
We
spot?
met in 101.
No, get the
Yeah.
hell out of here.
That's the only reason we know each other.
I
That's
thought you were
wild.
friends before you ever came to the comedy
I got
spot.
that
We just
impression
have that
too.
energy.
Yeah, that's so
Fast
cool. That
friends.
makes me so.
Yeah.
It makes me kind of cry. Yeah.
Honestly, everyone that I hang out with in my life, like
Is
Cameron
Comedy
and like
Spot, yeah.
Rachel,
Everybody
Marsha,
kinda- yeah.
everyone's Comedy Spot. I ditched all of my other friends.
Oh,
for
no.
Comedy
You
Spot.
built a community.
Don't know if
that
that's.
we
I don't know if that's a
love.
positive thing or
Yeah.
not, but
You need to get them back. You You need to come to shows.
Drop all your friends. No, that's really nice. That makes me feel good because I know you guys are really good friends. I'm glad that you met. So that makes me really happy.
Okay.
Well, that's a good way to end the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I met you because of this.
I met
of the
you
comedy
because
spot.
of this.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy if I met you not because of the comedy spots. That'd be very weird.
Yeah, I've never had friends anymore outside the comedy spot. So.
Honestly, me neither.
Yeah, I just killed all my other friends.
Yeah,
It made it a lot
yeah.
easier.
Arson.
Yeah, arson. Arson.
Arson.
We'll end on that. Thank you. You guys are great guests, by the way.
Arson.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Good
Thank you.
job. Good job.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.
And then like it's always awkward because then when we
How
have
do
to
we
like